Welcome to Senegal, the land of vibrant rhythm, colorful traditions, and breathtaking landscapes. From the Atlantic coast to the lush forests of Casamance, from ancient griot stories to the echo of the call to prayer, Senegal is West Africa in its purest and most welcoming form. Whether you're a backpacker, beach lover, history buff, or simply curious, this country has something that will surprise you. Let's dive into Senegal in just 10 minutes. Senegal is located on the westernmost tip of the African continent, where land meets ocean in dramatic fashion. It borders Mauritania to the north, Mali to the east, Guinea and Guinea-Bissau to the south, and uniquely, the Gambia slices right through its center. The country covers about 197,000 square kilometers, roughly the size of Great Britain, and has a population of over 17 million. The capital, Dakar, is a lively peninsula city jutting into the Atlantic, the westernmost point of mainland Africa. Here, tradition and modernity collide in the most fascinating ways. Senegal's climate, tropical. Think warm, sunny winters and hot, humid summers. November to May is dry season, perfect for travel. From June to October, the rain arrives, refreshing the landscape and feeding the farms. Senegal's story goes back thousands of years. It was once part of powerful West African empires, including the Ghana Empire, the Mali Empire, and the Wolof Kingdom. These kingdoms controlled gold and salt trade routes across the Sahara. Then came the Portuguese, Dutch, British, and finally the French, who colonized Senegal in the 19th century. The French left a deep linguistic and administrative legacy, but also an enduring spirit of resistance. One of the most emotional sites in the country is Gorée Island, a hauntingly beautiful place just off the coast of Dakar. For centuries, it was a major departure point in the transatlantic slave trade. The Maison des Esclaves, also known as the House of Slaves, remains as a memorial to those who suffered. Senegal gained independence in 1960 and has since become one of Africa's most stable democracies. Its first president, Léopold Sédar Senghor, was not only a leader but also a renowned poet and intellectual. Culturally, Senegal is a mosaic. Over 20 ethnic groups live here in harmony, including the Wolof, Pulaar, Serer, Diola, and Mandinka. Each group brings its own music, dance, rituals, and languages to the table. Religion plays a huge role. About 95% of Senegalese are Muslim, mostly Sufi, and their spiritual practices are infused with music, art, and peaceful values. You'll often see large religious gatherings, rhythmic chants, and beautiful murals of spiritual leaders called marabouts. Senegal's geography is astonishingly diverse. To the north, near Saint-Louis, you'll find the Sahel, semi-desert lands where wind whistles through golden dunes and lone baobabs stand like guardians of the earth. The center offers savanna plains and peanut fields. To the south, especially in the Casamance region, lush rainforests and winding rivers create a completely different vibe, almost tropical. And then there's the surreal Lake Retba, better known as Lac Rose. Just 30 kilometers northeast of Dakar, this salt lake gets its stunning pink color from special algae. When the sun hits just right, the lake glows like cotton candy. Locals harvest salt here using ancient techniques, floating wooden boats piled with white crystals. Also incredible, the Sine Saloum Delta. It's a maze of mangrove forests, islands, and waterways, home to hundreds of bird species, dolphins, and manatees, ideal for ecotourism, kayaking, and cultural immersion. Let's hit the highlights. Here are the top things to do and see in Senegal. Dakar, the heartbeat of the nation. Explore the African Renaissance Monument. At 49 meters high, it's taller than the Statue of Liberty. Stroll through the bustling markets like Marché Kermel and Marché Sandaga. Then visit the Museum of Black Civilizations, a cultural masterpiece that showcases African contributions to the world. Gorée Island. Just a short ferry from Dakar, this peaceful island with pastel houses and no cars holds one of the most powerful sites of memory in Africa. St. Louis, a colonial gem in the north. This UNESCO-listed city is built on an island and connected by iron bridges. Think French architecture, jazz festivals, horse-drawn carriages, and vibrant street art. Touba, the holy city and spiritual center of the Mouride Brotherhood. It houses the Grand Mosque of Touba, one of the largest in Africa, and is a center of religious pilgrimage. Djoudj National Bird Sanctuary. Birdwatchers rejoice. Just north of St. Louis, this wetland reserve is home to over 1.5 million birds, including flamingos, pelicans, herons, and eagles. Sally. For beach lovers, this resort town offers white sand, turquoise waters, and plenty of relaxation. Perfect for windsurfing, seafood, and spa time. Casamance. Want to go off the beaten path? This southern region is full of rice fields, palm forests, Diola villages, and quiet beaches. It's also home to Ziguinchor, a charming riverside city. Let's talk food. Senegalese cuisine is bold, communal, and absolutely mouth-watering. Start with thieboudienne, Senegal's national dish. It's a beautifully seasoned mix of fish, broken rice, carrots, cassava, cabbage, and tomato sauce, all cooked in one pot. Every household has their own version. Next, try chicken yassa, tangy and savory, marinated in onion, garlic, and lemon. Or maafi, a delicious peanut stew often made with beef or lamb. Vegetarian? No worries. Senegalese markets are full of fresh produce. Mangoes, papayas, sweet potatoes, eggplants, and okra. And don't miss the drinks. Bissap is a hibiscus flower juice, sweet, tart, and ruby red. Ginger juice, tamarind, and bouillet, made from baobab fruit, are all refreshing and uniquely local. Finally, ataya, the traditional mint tea served ceremoniously in 3 rounds, strong, sweet, and social. It's a drink, a ritual, and a sign of hospitality. Senegal's economy is growing fast. Agriculture is still the backbone, especially peanut farming, millet, and fishing. But in recent years, the country has invested heavily in infrastructure, tourism, and digital innovation. Dakar is becoming a tech and creative hub. Young entrepreneurs are launching startups in fintech, education, and sustainable agriculture. There's even a tech city in development, Diamniadio Lake City, designed as a smart city for the future. Music, fashion, film, and art are booming. Senegalese designers are featured in international shows, and local artists are using digital media to tell powerful stories. Tourism is increasingly important. Visitors are drawn by the warmth of the people, the political stability, and the authenticity of everyday life. Life here blends the old and new. You'll see young people listening to Afro beats on their phones, while nearby, elders drink tea and share folk tales under a baobab. Time for some fun facts and hidden treasures. Ever heard of Jol Fadiouth? It's a village where the streets and even the cemetery are made entirely of seashells. In the southeast, the Bassari and Bedik people live in the hills near Kédougou. Their villages are remote and scenic, and their initiation ceremonies are recognized by UNESCO as part of humanity's cultural heritage. Senegalese wrestling, known as lam, is more than a sport. It's a national obsession. Wrestlers are like rock stars, and matches are accompanied by music, dancing, and spiritual rituals. Senegal is also a music powerhouse. Youssou N'Dour is a global icon, but local genres like mbalax, Afrobeat, and hip-hop continue to evolve and electrify dance floors. And here's one more quirky fact. The baobab tree isn't just symbolic. Its fruit is a superfood, rich in vitamin C, calcium, and antioxidants. Locals call it bouillie, and it's often blended into juice or yogurt. So, whether you're drawn by the music, the landscapes, the food, or the feeling of being truly welcomed, Senegal is a country that touches the soul. It's a place where the sun sets slow, the conversations are deep, and the rhythm never stops. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Drop a comment below. Would you visit Senegal? What would you want to explore first? We'll see you in the next episode of Countries in 10 Minutes, right here on Tripspiration.